What up, B Squad? It's your boy JB, and we're here today, you guys, with what up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a late review for Married to Medicine Season 10 Reunion Part 1, you guys. I do apologize if this is late, but we're here. So before we go ahead and get into the review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and have me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and also by turning on your post notifications, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this episode of Married to Medicine Reunion Part 1, shall we? All right, you guys, so the reunion. The looks, they don't look that, they're not bad. They're not bad looks. There are some looks that I like more than others, but overall, the ladies look good, right? Now, we're celebrating 10 seasons, 10 years of Married to Medicine. So what they did was they have photos of the women in the hallways. When they show Quad with all that stuff around, the blush and what is it called? Whatever that stuff was around her eye, the eye makeup, right? My God, baby, when you go back to season 1 and look at where Quad started to where Quad is now with her hairline being back here, she's come a long way. Miss Quad has come a long way, right? Letitia, want to address you real quick, right? I don't know what you were anticipating when you put those pictures of Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon on people's dressing rooms. Didn't land. Really didn't, right? So we get into the reunion and we have the stage. So the stage is set up. It's inspired by Toya and her trip to Napa Valley this season, right? So kind of like what I've done with Beverly Hills and with the Real Housewives of Miami, I'll tell you guys how the ladies are seated, right? I'm Andy. So to my right, you have, my God, to my right, you got Dr. Simone. I do not know how Andy is able to sit by Dr. Simone at every damn reunion. This has been like, Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie, they sit first seat every reunion, and it's been like that for 10 seasons, right? Well, season 1, let me see if I can remember what the season 1 reunion, I remember that reunion, but I don't remember it 100%. I know the season 2 reunion, it was like they were outdoors and it was like a picnic table, but I don't remember how I remember that reunion, but I can't picture it right now. And then after that, we've had the reunion like with the housewives, right? Where they sit on the couch, and every season, except for the pandemic. I think the pandemic, they did it where during the pandemic, they had them sitting separately. But again, I feel like Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie have had those seats collectively for the last 10 seasons. So I think, I could be wrong. Like I said, I vaguely remember season 1, but I do think I remember season 1, Simone and Jackie sitting next to Andy. And I'm almost positive season 2 was the same thing, right? Neither here nor there. But Dr. Simone is sitting right here. Then next to Dr. Simone is Toya. Then on the side of Toya, it is Letitia, right? Because Alicia hasn't come out yet. So I don't know when Dr. Alicia is going to come out. I don't know. And that's interesting because Dr. Alicia was a friend of, but like with the Miami girls, Dr. Alicia was around a lot. So I don't know why they didn't include her in the first half of the reunion, but okay. I mean, I guess because she was Dr. Alicia around in the first few episodes? I cannot remember. For the life of me, I don't remember, but I think that's how it's seated. And then Dr. Alicia is going to be on the side of Letitia when she comes out, right? Then to Andy's left, you have Dr. Jackie, of course, Dr. Heavenly, Phaedra, and Quad. What I will say about Quad is I hate that wig. That wig is a no. That wig is a no. Now, we talk about Phaedra, right? What Andy asked Phaedra, like, what's the difference between, being on Marriage to Medicine versus the Housewives. Now, Phaedra, I don't remember any of the housewives ever like pushing you towards getting a divorce. I don't remember. Now, granted, I can't even think of any housewife that is pushing another housewife to get a divorce. I can't think of it because Portia, she was surprised by her divorce. Nene was the one who wanted her divorce from Greg. You filed for divorce when your husband went off to prison, but you know what, neither here nor there. Phaedra wants to say that these girls are supportive. I was like, okay, they are supportive, but that's because they have long-standing relationships and they've been there for years. But okay, so next up with Phaedra, we then move over and talk about Napa Valley, right? But we'll go ahead and get into it. Now with Napa Valley, all I gotta say about Phaedra is Phaedra noticed she was lying through her teeth. Like, let's just be real. Phaedra didn't want to link her, like she actually said it, and I was like, if you had said that in the beginning, I don't think this would have been an issue. Ultimately, Phaedra said that she basically didn't, equated Quad to the Titanic, right? And she didn't want to attach herself to it. And I agreed with what Quad said, right? Because Quad said she felt like Phaedra was just going along to get along, and I was like, that's exactly what she was doing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking at my counter, my island, and I have a glass that's sitting on it, and it's just sitting there so oddly. It looked like I put it right on the edge of the damn bar, and I'm so, oh my God, it's blowing my spirit. Neither here nor there, you guys. So they did discuss about the fact of Phaedra being a liar. Quad said that she never said that Phaedra lied all the time, but she did clock her about that $4,000, right? And she said she didn't drag Phaedra because she wouldn't do that. So Phaedra is talking about the situation with Dr. Gregory and dating, right? She's talking about black people have a different connotation when it comes to dating. No, we don't. That's just ignorant people who think that dating means black people, everybody knows that when you say, oh, I'm dating this person, that means I'm going out on dates with the person. I'm dating this person. I'm going out on dates. I'm getting to know this person. Oh God, I just can't stand Phaedra at times. So now Dr. Simone, because they were talking at one point, like it was kind of all over the place for a little bit. But what I did say, Dr. Simone was wrong in two parts in this reunion. The first part when she was talking about, because they were talking about what Dr. Heavenly had put Heavenly in. Not Dr. Heavenly. They were talking about what Phaedra put Dr. Heavenly in. And when Dr. Simone said, well, I'm 120 pounds, I was like, was that a little shade of her weight? Dr. Simone put her foot in her mouth that time, and it's another time it's going to come up. But we'll pause here, you guys, and we'll move forward. All right, you guys, so next up, we still talking about Heavenly. And she felt that with Quad, because she said that Quad was talking about Phaedra. And she said that, she felt as if Quad was, she brought Phaedra to Heavenly, right? And so Heavenly said that I did talk shit about her. She said when she told me, because I think that at one point the comment was, I guess, that this was some nigga shit, basically, because they said ninja. So I was like, I'm assuming that she said nigga shit, because Heavenly said she doesn't like that word, right? But I thought I've heard Heavenly say nigga. I could be wrong, maybe, but I thought I've heard her say it. Neither here nor there. It's not a big deal. And so in the two clips, so they showed, how many clips did they show? I think they showed two clips from the past, right? One clip was Toya and Simone getting into it. Then the other clip they showed was Quad versus Lisa Nicole. What about your lesbian relationship, bitch? I will never forget that scene as long as I live. My God, I didn't know where they came from with Lisa Nicole. I just did not know where they came from. Oh my God, another scene that I remember from that season with Quad was when that fool went to meet that private investigator, and she was sitting at that bar with them sunglasses on and giving all these weird codes to the man. The man was like, you could just say hi to me. I'm who you're looking for. Just say hello, whatever he said. See, the first few seasons like I said plenty of times before, with Married to Medicine season 1, I couldn't stand it. I hated season 1 of Married to Medicine. I hated season 1, and the reason why I hated season 1 is because I felt like with Mariah and Quad, I felt like they were mimicking Tamar Braxton, because at that time, Braxton Family Values was on and we got the Tamarisms. So I felt like they were doing that, because it just, with Mariah and Quad in the beginning, it just never came off authentic. And that's why I was never a fan of those two, right? But Quad said that, she and Lisa Nicole, they've turned a corner, and that, Lisa Nicole reached out to her and wished her well. I was like, that is so interesting, because, and I would never, the one thing about when Lisa Nicole was on the show, I wasn't like the biggest fan of Lisa Nicole. I thought her voice was so annoying. Darren, like, her voice was absolutely annoying, right? But what I will say about Lisa Nicole that that kind of irritated me and perturbed me when it came to the ladies was them always trying to talk about Darren and Darren's sexuality. And to this day, I don't think Dr. Darren is, let me try to pick my words correctly. Dr. Darren, because I think if I'm not mistaken, I think he and Dr. Lisa, I think him and Lisa Nicole are still married. I think that they're still married. I'm not sure. But you guys remember, it was a sexuality. And at this point, Dr. Darren ain't said that he likes, men. He ain't said that he likes trans women. He ain't said none of that stuff. So I remember at the time that there was someone who was saying that they had a relationship, but to my knowledge, it never came to fruition. It never came out that it was true. I don't remember. So, it is what it is, you guys. But I'm glad that they were able to move forward, right? I'm glad that they have moved forward. So after that, I think we moved on to Toya, right? Oh, Toya. Once again, you guys know Toya is not one of my favorite people on this show, right? And I've said that that I don't really like the doctor's wives. But what I also will say is, leaving this season, I'm not sure. I don't really know who I like, right? Because my viewpoints are changing, because for the longest time, I still do rock with Dr. Simone, but Dr. Simone is wrong. When she's wrong, and she's wrong like two left shoes, right? Then Dr. Jackie, my God, Dr. Jackie. We'll get into Dr. Jackie. We'll get definitely into Dr. Jackie. And I've never been the biggest fan of Dr. Heavenly like that, but we'll definitely get into Dr. Jackie. So with Toya, they talked about her being high maintenance. I get why she's so high maintenance, being teased by kids when you don't have a lot. So that when you get to the point where you can afford things, you want only the nice things, right? But then that's a problem that you gotta take an introspective look at yourself, right? And why do you attach material things to being of this high esteem and high caliber, right? Because just because people can afford things doesn't mean much of anything. Monetary things and material things doesn't make a person happy, right? So I get that. Like I said, I get it. When you don't have anything, you're gonna work hard to make sure you can get what you want, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think for Toya's thing is, she always wants people to, it's kind of like she wants people to know, oh, she got money, oh, she can afford these things. It more so feels like with Toya, it's for vanity and for other people to like her, to accept her, to appreciate her, right? That's what it gives to me. And so, like I said, she needs to take a look inward. Also with Toya, yes, you donated the cases of wine, right? But did you have to pay for it is the question. No, you didn't. So you basically gave them something that was free to you. So you could have given them that $1,000. Dr. Heavenly, you were wrong for blurting it out at that Met Gala that Toya didn't give $1,000. That was tacky, 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 tacky. But let me know what you guys think. And also, Dr. Simone told Toya that when it comes to Dr. Eugene, when he tries to do something nice for her, to go without criticism. She says that that's going to be kind of hard for her. I'm like, oh, girl, whatever. Let's pause here and wrap up the episode, you guys. All right, you guys, we move over to Dr. Jackie. And we talked about the resurfaced video that showed up on Twitter, right? I don't remember who posted that video. I know it was somebody. So I know that somebody had posted it, and I know it got retweeted by a lot of people, right? Got retweeted by a lot of YouTubers and that stuff. But I think the person who originally tweeted it, they don't actually have a profile picture. I think it's like a cartoon character or something like that, or just a regular ad. But it was somebody who reposted it, and then it got shared by other people, right? Now, I did see on Twitter where people were saying that they believed that it was Buffy who posted it, right? Wouldn't be a shock, because you guys know how Buffy feels about Dr. Jackie. Can't stand the woman. I honestly want Buffy to let it go, right? So the thing that bothered me in this moment watching this scene is the fact that Dr. Jackie has now made herself the victim. I wasn't here for it. I didn't like it. I didn't appreciate it. You said what you said. And yes, because what they did in posting that, what it was doing was showing a stark contradiction. Because on the show, you're talking about Black mortality rate and everything. But in this resurfaced clip, you're talking about how Black women come into your office and, you know, they try to do all this stuff to get away from going to work and all this kind of stuff. But now I can't speak on childbirth because I've never had kids, and I'm never going to be able to have kids, right? But I do know that is a lot on the human body. So that's why so many women do, unfortunately, pass away through childbirth, right? Because their doctors don't listen to them when they say, this don't feel right, you know, and it goes back to that moniker of the strong Black woman. Well, you cannot be strong in that particular moment when you saying internally something don't feel right. Your doctor needs to listen to you. But if it comes down to somebody who looks like this, oh, she's fair. She probably can't handle it. So yeah, I'm gonna give her where she asked for. But when it comes to somebody who looks like this, oh no, that she's strong. She can suffer. She can fight through it. So yeah, Dr. Jackie, your words matter. And I want people to understand that, words absolutely do matter. And I know Dr. Jackie came out with that apology. Honestly, I didn't buy the apology. You guys can tell me how you felt about it, right? After that, we pivoted to Quad apologizing to Toya, right? And what I will say is, Quad definitely took accountability for the things that she said about Toya, right? From the stuff with Anita last season to, saying that she was sleeping with somebody in the neighborhood and she doesn't live in the neighborhood. Quad took accountability for it. And Toya acknowledged that, yes, this is the first time that Quad has ever apologized, and it wasn't, but you did this, but you did that. She said she actually took accountability for it. And I don't necessarily know if Toya was accepting the apology because she felt like it was convenient. And, you guys might get mad, but I can see where Quad is coming from. I really, truly can. Because at this point, Quad is on the outs with all the ladies, except for, here's the thing. Quad is on the outs with the ladies, but the one person, I'm not the biggest Quad fan, right? But if I were Quad, I would really be apprehensive of Heavenly. I really would be, right? Because Heavenly was right there with the girls when they were exiling you, right? And so now she's to go against Letitia. She's back. She wants to be back cool. She wants to be back cool with you. And I would be a little bit leery and a little bit apprehensive. I honestly would. Um, that's just my personal opinions, but feel free to let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, you guys. So then after that, we move back over to talking about the clip, right? So Dr. Jackie was saying that, Simone came over to her house, heavenly sent, sent flowers, bears, and all this kind of stuff into her. She said Toya called her and told her how from the outside, and it looked, Phaedra reached out to her, but she never heard from Quad, right? So Quad said that, well, I talked to Heavenly, and Heavenly was like, this isn't a good time to talk to Jackie. Heavenly agreed with that, right? Simone is like, why did you need to call Heavenly to, to tell you to pick up the phone and not to call Jackie? I'll give Dr. Simone that, but Dr. Simone, simmer down. And why are you screaming, right? So Quad then explains that I guess the ladies felt as if she was the one who leaked that resurfaced clip. And it's just like, what are we doing here? So y'all are going to sit here and try to make Quad to be the victim. I'm not the victim, the villain in this situation, right? Again, not a big Quad fan, right? But y'all are blowing me at this point. Once again, I'm going to repeat this one more time. No matter who brought that shit up, it came back up because it was a contradiction of what Dr. Jackie was painting on this show. And that's whoever posted that, I think that was the intent to show, she said this in 2020, but now today at that point in 2023, but probably, actually it might have been early 2023 when they were filmed. They were just saying, look at it. It's a parallel. And this is once again going to, you guys are making Jackie the victim. She's not the victim. Those words came out of her mouth. As a doctor, once again, you're a doctor. You need to be cognizant of what you say. You are a doctor who now here's another thing with Dr. Jackie. Her clientele are rich people in Atlanta. So you don't see the people who go to like Grady Hospital and all that kind of stuff. You don't see those people. So you don't see the regular, average, everyday woman who comes in. But I just didn't like the fact that you guys are seriously sitting here making Dr. Jackie to be a victim. I really don't understand him. Then, we get into the friendship with the ladies and how Quad doesn't reach out to them. I believe them, but Quad said that you guys don't call her either. I can see that. When it comes to the ladies not reaching out to Quad, I can see how this goes, right? If I'm always reaching out to you, and you don't reach out to me, but then when the cameras go up and we back filming and we got these microphones on and you need to film a scene and then you want to reach out to us, I would feel a way about that and I would not talk to you. Dr. Simone, this is where I had the issue with you. So, all right, you guys, my bad. So Dr. Simone, this is the point where I had the issue with you, is when you said that Quad had an incident at her home. Now, if you guys didn't see it in the blogs, and I don't want to repeat the story because when Quad said, let's not discuss that, Simone, Andy did ask the question of, well, what happened? Dr. Simone easily could have said, you know what? It was something very tragic that happened at her home. I reached out to her, and Quad did say that Simone did reach out to her. But then Dr. Simone goes further and explains what happened at her home. I was like, Dr. Simone, she literally just asked you not to fucking mention it. And you mentioned it anyways. And when Quad broke down crying, I really felt bad for her because you could tell that that's something that she's still dealing with and trying to process, because it really was something super duper tragic. Like, my God, that was a child. That was a baby. I know Quad has to be, beating herself up every day about that. And I just didn't think that was cool for Dr. Simone to do that. But that's the episode. That's the end of part 1, you guys. So this is a 3-part reunion. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. Until the next time, stay safe up there. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.